Oi! Apex Legends Elite, right here. The greatest Apex Legends player alive. Timmy cowers and trembles in fear at mention of goated Mirage main. Nrg Acue taught me everything I know, and I'm gonna teach you everything he knows. So subscribe for more type of videos like this. Not only will I teach you everything that Acue has taught me, but I will teach you everything that I've taught myself, and you will instantly become a 10 times better player without a doubt in my mind. 10 times better. Now, let's get into it. We're going to start off with a very simple clip to follow. I'm going to teach you boys how to become a bamboozler. Most of you should probably not play Mirage, and if you don't play Mirage, you can still bamboozle him. So as you can see, he runs out the door, right? So I go around the corner and send my decoy. He gets bamboozled by it. Oh, he thinks he can find me, right? And then I climb up. I climb up to take height because I know this idiot is not about to look up. And look at him, he actually was an idiot. I guess uh that's the first tip. Use your cover when you're reloading. Use cover when you're healing. Use cover. Keep in mind that sometimes you won't be able to, so it's best to just try and time it to where you will be able to get off whatever you're trying to use to heal. One thing that I have always been teaching you in these videos is to hip fire. Now, there's a time for hip firing and there's a time for ADSing. And if you're using a weapon like the Rampage, then that time is very hard to read because the Rampage is a weird weapon. You know, it has a very nice spray, but it also is very accurate for some reason. It's like Respawn devs are really dumb. Now in this clip, I'm gonna learn you some chipmunk strats. Now I don't know who invented this. I would honestly like to say that I invented it, but I saw Timmy do this one time. But that was like far after people had been doing this already, and I saw him do it one time. But not every time I do it, I'm reminded of Timmy. It's like a curse. But yeah. So basically, when you stumble across a room of death boxes and you see that it's in zone or it's close to zone, you might want to actually keep in mind that those shields are there, or you might want to take all of those shields out of the death boxes and put them on the ground so that you don't have to go into the death box to switch anymore. It's like when crypto, you used to just drop your shield. Well, now you have so many shields that it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's a strat though. It actually works. I'm not about to sit here and pretend like it's a dumb idea because it's probably one of the greatest Apex Legends strats that I myself had thought of. This is actually one that I did not learn from anybody. Like, I genuinely thought of it myself. Just because I was like, wait, if I shield swap, then it will take some time to go into the death box. But if they're just on the ground already, then I'll basically have, like, an Evo shield that has, like, 100 health. I mean, fuck. 25 health. You know how each little notch is like 25. Just 12 of those notches. If anything, I'll definitely be taking credit for that, and that was me. Okie dokie. Next clip. So whenever your teammates are dying, if you don't approach them, if you don't make it known that you're going for them, like going towards them when they die, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna leave the match. So there's really no way to make people respect you and make people stay in the match. Uh, Even if you pick up his banner, if I were to pick it up right now, there's a chance that he would still leave the game. So one thing you need to go into every match with the mindset of is, yes, this is a team-based game, but no, I do not have a team. You need to hold yourself to the standard of 1v3ing every single squad you come across. Or else you might make a mistake thinking you have a teammate near you, all that type of shit. So this clip is pretty solid. This path knew exactly where I was. And I don't think he had a gun. Well, I have no clue how he did not have a gun because this isn't like a couple minutes into the match. As you can see, we've landed for a long ass time. And I just wanted to test if a grenade could go up a gravity cannon, and it actually cannot. Yeah, don't try that. Don't try that at home, kids. This clip is also very nice. It kind of adds on to the last clip. As you all know, running double SMG has been my thing this season. I I like double SMG. I think you should run double SMG. Because simply two SMGs and solo queuing is like almost impossible to counter. I don't know. I don't care what squad you run into. If it's a pred squad, a full stack, it doesn't matter. If you have two SMGs and you're maining Mirage, you shouldn't lose to any squad. All right. So as far as other loadouts, just not even other loadouts, but as soon as you land and you get your first guns, everyone has loadouts that they like to run. So you should pick up weapons that are in the same category as the weapons you like to run. One, you won't have to run around holding attachments, okay? So your attachments will already be on the guns or transfer over to whatever loadout you prefer if you're running those type of weapons. Like say, look at this. I have a Havoc right now. I'm definitely not trading it out because I have a turbocharger. The hipfire accuracy is too good. But if I wanted a Volt, I wouldn't be in a bad place right now. I already have energy ammo. It's got the stock. It's got the extended mag. So you know what I mean. If you're wondering how I just flew into the air like that, that's called a hyper jump. Yeah, ever heard of it? I'm pretty much just goated. This clip right here, I got saved by the Wraith, no doubt. But I definitely did help her, no doubt, too. So yeah, Acue taught me this a long time ago. He was like, to manage your inventory space, know what you want and know what you need. That way, when you go into a death box, you're not literally sitting there just meandering around looking through the death box like, la 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 la. That's how a lot of my teammates die, and it's so annoying. So just make sure you know what you want and you know what you need beforehand. Or else you're gonna die. You're gonna die in a death box. Not even fighting. You're gonna go into the death box, get third partied, and you like switched your gun to like a sentinel, and it was like a 301 from a sentinel. You like picked up all the wrong scopes. You dropped all of your big heals for small heals. I don't know. It's just typical Apex. One thing that's important is reading the minimap. You people do not read the minimap. You always complain, oh, my teammate, he ran so far away. No, you need to start reading the minimap. Okay, if you're reading it and you see that he's going far away and you tell him, hey, slow down, and he doesn't, fuck it, that's on him. But you should be going out of your way to go with him. You don't have to stay in the same spot the entire match. Did you know that just because you killed a squad in one area doesn't mean you have to camp the death boxes there for the rest of the match? This next clip is from a bunch of games that I won in a row with this Wraith. I think I'm running double SMG. You're gonna see the power of the double SMG. I actually really thought I was gonna die this whole time during this clip because I was handling a different squad. As you can see, I was fighting someone else, and then I full sent it over here to come pick up my boys. I thought this Wraith was gonna leave. Actually, this is a triple take, not a Volt. You see, I can't tell. I'm sorry, I can't read it. It's in Japanese. If only I could understand Japanese. um, so yeah, one tip, don't switch your Apex Legends to Japanese if you can't read Japanese and or if you don't know where everything is. Like if you haven't been playing long enough to have the memory of just okay, this is where my loading screen, like where the legends are, like the guns, the selection for skins, that type of shit. If you don't remember what type of like what your buttons are binded to. Now there's a real pro tip right there. When you're being chased off the top of somewhere, um, like look at what happened. I dropped down and I threw the arc star because I knew he was following me. I threw the arc star right where I would land, and then it actually cracked him. It broke his entire shield. And then I punched him and we killed him. I didn't have a gun and I killed him. I managed to kill him with my big brain. So you guys just need to keep your minds moving. Now, like I said, watch the mini map. I had went too far ahead of my squad. Not gonna lie. Well, you never go too far. You should, like I said, always be ready to 1v3, no doubt. Cause if you're not, then fuck you. You're gonna die and you're gonna complain. You're not gonna get better. So basically, this squad had came out and I hightailed it back up the hill, because if I stayed at the bottom of that hill when three people are facing me, there's very little chances of me winning that. So I ran back up the hill hoping that they would follow me. Because if they blindly follow me up the hill, one, they don't understand that I'm going to have high ground and they're going to be in an open space where I can take them out with the triple take. And two, they didn't know my teammates were also at the very top of the hill. So them all chasing one like, oh, it's a solo, get this guy. And then they run into extra people, instantly throws them off. Um, uh, my last tip is going to be only for content creators and players who constantly clip things. Wait for the clip. Here's why you should wait for the clip. Now, this clip that's on the screen is just like the last one, right? It's the same Watson. So I clipped it early, like after killing one person from the squad. I do this constantly, like I clip something and then literally 10 seconds later the clip becomes like actually 10 times better. And this clip becomes 10 times better because R. Watson runs around the corner, right? And she starts spraying my decoy. She literally starts trying to kill the decoy and then like run through the thermite, burning in the fire, blah blah blah. Well, guys, I hope you learned something great from this video. I hope that you become a better player genuinely. And, hey, do me a favor. If you learned something and you also watch Acue or Timmy, tell their asses to 1v1 me. Because I'm tired of them, I'm ready for the 1v1. I hope I don't sound egotistical or nothing. I just know it. I'm ready now. I was born ready, but now I'm the best Apex Legends player in the world. No